everyone, this is Madhu from AdiYogiAyurveda. Welcome to my channel, and I just want to thank you for all the views, the subscriptions, likes, and comments and shares. This reading is for Sagittarius new moon for June 2019. That's coming up on the 17th. And I do have a little bit of messages for the Twin Flame collective that I got through a QHHG session. Just a tiny bit. I won't be revealing too much. And good news for the Blu-rays as well. So wait till the end of the reading and I'll mention a few, I guess, during the reading if anything comes up that has like similar energies or messages. So the first one is we're coming out of this imbalance in this first card, and before there was this overwhelming sense of responsibilities. There were so many things to do, and we were just struggling and juggling. This year has been crazy, so it's just like this year of a rapid growth, to the point where it was just overwhelming sometimes, because there were so much of purging, so much of transmutation. I mean, at least from my personal experience, I had to do a lot of transmutations, a lot of healing, and I think like I had to do, like, obviously study for what I have to do, because you can't just, just come down and be like, oh, I know everything. You just sometimes you have to like read or learn some things for the rest of the knowledge to be downloaded. You have to know the term so that you can know the rest of the information about the term. So something like that. So it's like, if you see the color blue, if you don't know how to identify the color blue, then you can't tell what other things that are involved in that color blue, like what the blue color does, how it heals. So something like that. That's an example. So that's what that you have to learn the term, and some lucky people will get like all of a sudden this downloads and instant knowings. So it really depends on what your plan is and what you came to do, but there's preparation for whatever we have to do, especially if you're on a specific type of role where you have to do certain things. So anyways, so this has been like juggling of various things. It's been an emotional roller coaster. So that's what we're coming out of. We're coming out of that energy where, like, especially the last Scorpio full moon, okay, that fucked me up. Like, this is like that was like the last of the purgings that I left to do, and I did not want to deal with it. And this is regarding relationships, like family issues, the relationships, like the dealing with these narcissistic people and telling them exactly what I wanted to say, and like really expressing myself to them was a big deal for me. So it's like that, I was just sweating trying to get through this. I was literally sweating inside. Like, I don't think I did a very good job of smoothing things out as my guides would like, but I tried, and I'm working on the rest. So I'm sure all of you have had experiences like that, where you had to really deal with things, like really put an end to karmic relationships, karma. It's hard, but you had to deal with it. So that feeling of being weighed down, that responsibilities that you had, sometimes we have to like take care of other people. We have a responsibility over other people, maybe people in our family, our children. So like all these things had to be juggled. So now, and also another thing is that a lot of us had to really struggle with the concept of changing the concept of 3D abundance to 5D abundance. So, and then being in that mindset when shit is falling apart around you, and that was like a big test for all of us. At least like I had to experience it. I'm not quite sure. The people I talk to, the people I'm friends with, out of the 144,000 or the twin flames, they also had to go through that. So we've had like similar experiences where we really had to keep our faith, and faith is all we had to get through this. So we had quite the amount of challenges, and based on how we performed, our abundance is coming now, because this is like the hard Scorpio is gone now the Sagittarius is coming. Of course there are lessons that you need to learn through this Sagittarius moon, and one of them being really being optimistic. And being optimistic is being open to abundance in all different ways. And Sagittarius is all about like adventures, joyfulness, and like really being that childlike person, that have that childlike joy in your heart, you know, that type of a deal where you're like, everything is going to be fine, there's always hope, there's always good things that are coming, you know. Oh, that went okay, well, whatever, I'll try again. And then there's that intelligence, that higher wisdom, higher form of intelligence that's in like that has the Sagittarius lost in. Although there's that childlike joyful laughter, there's always that wittiness, that wisdom in a Sagittarius. So that's what we're called to channel or call upon or use, because that's what's going to get us through this. One of the things that came up in like the messages that came up was that, like, based on how you do, you really have to keep your faith. You are going to make the jump. Like the Ascension is almost done. It's like it's like right there. And as we all know, their soon is not our soon, but this is apparently our soon. So maybe like a matter of from that June 2019 reading for the 144,000, I did mention that June is that pivotal month. And then yesterday's thing, the session confirmed that the June is that month of transition, that like all of a sudden you'll find yourself like jumped into that, like thrown to the other side. You're done with Ascension. You know, all of you, like if you have been working towards it, like really go inwards. You have to go inwards and follow your guidance. Sometimes it just doesn't seem like you're making any progress, and this week I've had to deal with that, like looking at myself and being like, oh my gosh, did I really do this? But it's just a matter of really working on your mission. And I mean, like, if you're going to be using crystals, at least polishing your crystals. Like, you know what I mean? Just putting any effort, anything, and any effort with the intention is going to help, because there's a lot of interferences coming from the dark side. So you really have to be a master of something, you require self-discipline. And my guides have been on my ass about being disciplined, and that means I had to cut out certain aspects from my life, and that's okay, because that helped me to really become more focused and have this balanced state of mind. Samadhi, look up Samadhi, Samadhi. Try to come to that point, read about it, learn about it, and try to come to that point, because coming to that point, that journey of going to that point will help you if you feel like you're not ready, or you can't concentrate or calm down, because the energies are just getting intense. And this Sagittarius is about, like, you know, Sagittarius, I'm a Sagittarius sun. I can't stay in one place for a long time. Now I can, but usually it was like, it just, you know, it's like that you just have that feeling of let's go. And these energies are just pushing us towards our end goal, which is Ascension. And all these 3D constructs are like trying to drag us down. You know, literally the emails they send, watch out for the emails that they send. They're like, it's just like all about like that, trying to keep the 3D money system going. Anyways, abundance is coming. Everything is gonna be fine. Just have that one pointed mindset where you're like, I'm gonna get through this ascension, and I'm gonna freaking focus. I'm gonna trust my guides to do this for me. Trust me, I am pissing in my pants too. This is no joke. This is the hardest. Like it's so hard. Like, because it's like, you know, like running around without really knowing where I'm going, but I'm going. They're telling me, okay, just go, just keep going, just keep going. So it's like that. And the next one is literally about like you are just starting out this journey. You're like, you know, you're not like just, I mean, I know some of you have been like working on this for years, but it's just like we're at this point where there's so much more that we can do. There's so much more that we're capable of, and we're just like starting this journey out and journey transitioning everything to the new earth, the higher dimensional consciousness mindset. Nothing happens overnight, and we're starting out, and we're so optimistic. We're looking forward to, and the gifts are coming. The gifts can be downloaded. The Blu-rays, I want to let you guys know, we got a bunch of upgrades for you guys. Just call upon it to come into you. There's a bunch of knowledge upgrades. They called it the weapons that we would need against the dark. It's kind of like a symbolic way of telling us, but that's the message. So many different beings came and gave this, like it was like a gift from the source to us, and from the Sirius constellation, the Blu-ray beings of Sirius. But there was a bunch of people there, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity. They just gave us the ammo. That's what my guys just say, ammo. They were like, they just gave us the ammo because the dark forces are ramping it up, and it's getting ugly. Like, there's no room to slack off. No room. Do not waste your time like looking for stuff outside of yourself. Look within. It doesn't matter. Look within. If you see the number, if you find it difficult to communicate with your guides, stick to angel numbers. You see the number, you look it up. See that you can use that for communication, or I don't know, if you see a certain type of bird, look it up. Create that communication method. If you cannot directly communicate with them through your clairaudience or clairvoyance or whatever, use those subtle methods. You get the point. You'll get thoughts and ideas into your head. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but just try it, because you gotta try it. It's like this. You have to constantly, right now at this stage, you have to constantly be in that mindset where you have to be 100% sure and know that your guides are gonna be there for you, give them the things that you need, and have that positive mindset, because everything that you put out is amplified at this point. So like, it's gonna be like, oh shit, I didn't ask for this, but I did think of this yesterday, and oops, you know. So really, every time you have anything negative coming up, just say, I am abundant. I am always abundant. I have always been abundant. That's what I say, like, just to get that, you know, thought out. And whenever you think of the dark side, if you feel anger, don't do that. If you want to get rid of the dark, you have to put love into it. And I mean, just doses and doses of love. So just send love from your heart. And love is the only thing that will get rid of the dark, the evil. And that's what you're here for. And then the bottom rune is kind of about the Witch's runes at the bottom of the card. That is about really understanding and discovering the feminine aspects of yourself, whether you are a male or a female. And this is for both twins. This is not just for like females or like the feminine, divine feminine or divine masculine. This is for both. Your feminine aspects cater more towards love and nurturing aspects, and that's what we need on earth right now. Love and nurture. I know humans sometimes are like big babies because they are big babies. When you get traumatized when you're a young person, which most people experience, it stunts your growth, your emotional growth. So you are like this little kid throwing tantrums. So you have to understand it from that sort of perspective, and you know, I know it's hard, but like just try to be more understanding, put more love into it, because it's imperative that we wake people up, because it's that time. It's really that time. There are going to be things that are happening, and the rate of growth, it's going to increase exponentially. That's going to be like this rapid growth for us. We're going to be completing years and years of mastery in a short period of time, and we're getting so many upgrades. So the Blu-rays, you guys, you know, just make an intention to get your stuff, get your upgrade set or given. They were just like so many beings were just coming in, like dropping off. So it's available for that, and this is to get ready for the next level up and whatever else that you need to do your work. I guess the rest of the 144,000, I think you guys also should be having a lot of stuff, because there was a bunch of ancient knowledge that was dropped off. So yeah, and I'm very, very grateful for that person to come to me and find me, and you know, so we can get this done for the rest of the people. So the next one is like, yeah, you've worked diligently and hard, and you are still scrambling, and I feel the same way. I'm just like, I did so much, and I'm doing so much, but it just doesn't seem like it's coming. It's because it's being, you know, blocked by the dark forces. It's literally like, for me, like I'm like, my YouTube channel, I think they've like done something to, like, they've blocked it or something, but you know, whatever. But there are still people who are going to be coming to watch it anyways. You can't stop the flow of ascension. You can't stop the flow of information getting to the right person, and that's a fact. So I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. Even if 5 people watch, it's okay. 5 people have gained some knowledge, and they can spread it to the rest of the people that they know, and that's how it's going to be for a while. But yeah, things are coming. It's like the upper rune is about this inheritance that's going to be passed down, and this inheritance, by this mean probably upgrades from the source god, but also like, or the people, your higher self, but also things that are coming from your past lives. Whatever we have learned in our past lives, whatever we have experienced, we bring it with us to this lifetime, and those are slowly becoming unfolded when you're ready. Whenever you have come to a certain stage, you have learned that lesson, you gain power. It's like playing a video game. You know, you level up until you become that all-powerful being, and that obviously is going to, you know, take years, because we do have time to rebuild. But right now it's that transition period where right now you just have to be really mentally strong, you know. Think back, look back in your life, and look back on the shit that you've had to go through. If you lived up to now, you got this, you can do this. Whatever is coming up, you have to keep a level head and have to be spiritually, your spirit has to be strong. That's what they're telling me. Your spirit has to be strong. For the spirit to be strong, you have to meditate, pray, say mantras or whatever you have to do that helps you to get into a concentrated, focused point, a balanced state of mind in your head. In Ayurveda, we call it sattva. Sattva is like that sattvic mindset where you're balanced, you're harmonious. If someone triggers you, you're not, you don't feel like beating the shit out of that person. You feel calm and you're like, okay, God bless you. Here's some love. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Like, because shit is gonna go down. People are gonna be running around like chickens with their heads cut off in some areas, some places. So that's obviously, these things are gonna be for the collective to wake up and come together. But you guys know better. You know better. You know why this is happening. You know this is happening for a reason. So you have to be that adults in this situation and help as much as you can. So for that to happen, you cannot be running around with them. You have to be like, okay, settle down, children, you know what I mean. So just, look back at your life, look at what you have gained or learned over the years, and like meditate, connect with your higher self to get the other skills and abilities that you have mastered over the last few thousand lifetimes, whatever your higher self brings. We all bring our unique input. So, and that's what it is. And they're saying that, like, really be in your power. Like, nothing can break you. And even if it feels like that, just know it's just like an illusion in your mind. You can change your reality. You can create this strong mindset where you are in control of everything. To be in control of everything in the yogic philosophy, the first thing you have to do is gain control of prana, gain control of your senses. How do you do that? Control what you see, control what you hear, control what you say. It's like the 5 senses, 5 motor organs, like what you do with your body, what you do on a daily basis. Basically gaining self-discipline. That's what it is. And my guides are telling me to do the pranayama. That is very, very helpful. Pranayama is the alternative nostril breathing. Look it up. You can Google it and look it up. And the end goal, the last card is, it's going to be you being well off, like you being comfortable in your space, your home, knowing that you're fully abundant. That is just literally knowing that you're fully abundant, and you will be. So that's kind of the master lesson for this towards the end of the month. Realizing and knowing you've had all you need with you all this time, and you can get all you need because you have that capability, you have the knowledge. So it's like that joy, success is yours. Don't worry, whatever happens, if you keep a calm mindset and listen to your inner guidance, whatever goes down. And this type of an event happened to me towards the end of May. Like, it shook me and I cried. Like, May was a very trying month for me, and I just cried. And then I was like, you know what, fuck it, what am I gonna do now? And then my guides gave me the idea. Okay, done, that's done. So it wasn't like hours and hours of panicking. It was just like 5 minutes of crying. Done. Found a solution. Done. Okay. So that's what it is. And through this abundance and success, you're going to find that you'll have so many different options and opportunities through this Sagittarius new moon coming up, that you can do. It's like I can do this, or I can do this. There are so many options. Sagittarius is about like seeing things from a higher perspective and seeing all these different options available. It's like, where am I going to go next? What is my next adventure? What am I going to learn next? You know, being open to learning and exploring, traveling. And it could be exploring different things. Like if you haven't studied sacred geometry, maybe you want to study that. You know, my guides have been telling me like, oh, find something that you want to study. I'm like, I am drowning in studying right now. Like I have like 5 books I have to read. But they're like, yeah, that's okay. You just find another one. I'm like, fine. You know, like, okay. But it's just like that they want to encourage you to explore more, because there's so much that we can learn, and there's so much that knowledge that they can give you, but you just have to ask for it. That's the thing. It's like they're just helping you. They're waiting to help you. And so many people, so many beings are just surrounding and helping. It's like this amazing thing, you know? Amazing thing. And if you feel stuck, just keep meditating until you break through. Just keep doing something. Go for a walk. Just do different things. Find the guidance to break through that, because that is a slightly difficult, a slightly more difficult lesson that you need to exert a little bit more effort into it. And you know, like your guides will tell you what to do, what you need to do to break off from it. You know, it's all about trying. It's about trying. So yeah, at the bottom, it's just like, it's just that, you know, what's been happening, these karmic cycles are just breaking off right now, and whatever is not needed they're just being disintegrated. And the next one is about like everything that has been taking away your joy is being removed from your life too. And the next one is also about like this things that have been going around in circles, that the people who have been taking you around in circles over issues that never seems to resolve, or the patterns that you've been running back to. You know, me, I can give you my example. I'm like, okay, this shit isn't working, so I'm gonna go back to my old job because I like to spend a lot of money, you know. And my guides are like, no, you cannot do that. You have to you have to really have faith and work towards this with the intention of being abundant, with the intention of succeeding. It's like, okay, it's apparent that we are here to do this divine mission, but it's not going to be like handed over to us, because we do, like the Mario Kart, Mario has to like go through the whole thing, or like, you know, the game. That's the only game I played when I was young, okay, don't blame me. And I did Mortal Kombat, okay. Like, okay, let's talk about Mortal Kombat then. You have to fight, okay? You have to fight. My favorite character was Kitana, so you have to fight with the opponent. So it's like you have to work to win. You have to work to win. So you have to like exert effort and, you know, work towards it diligently, kind of. And really have that positive mind frame. Like when you're working on your divine mission, think of joyful things, or like think of how you're working. Imagine yourself working and doing those things, or think of a time when an unexpected miracle happened, and just hold on to that thought, so that that joy is like, you know, sent out from you while you're working on your mission, so that you're telling the universe like, I like it, send me more. Something like that. And the last one is just everything is just being balanced with these waves of energies that are coming. We are shedding a little bit more of our old self, to merge with our higher self. And everything is the upper parts are coming into balance with the lower parts. The higher self is coming into balance with the lower self. Higher wisdom is coming into balance with the lower wisdom. It's like Jupiter is about higher wisdom, Mercury is about like the physical lower world wisdom. So it's like both of them are just combining to be able to provide this perfect mesh of working ability. Like you grab from the higher wisdom, like use it and spread it around, spread the information or whatever you have to do using the lower level, but like the wisdom of this physical world. I don't know really how to explain it, but there's going to be a balance of everything. There's going to be more clarity coming up. Right now it's really foggy. I'm not gonna lie, it's very foggy. It's it's like it's a lot of purging. Like the body hurts from a lot of people I know. It's that change is not easy. Change is definitely not easy, and obviously, you know, it's not easy. That's all I have to say. But it's for a higher cause, and it's really time to focus fully 100% on the ascension, serving others, like what I've been trying to do. I'm just like, because obviously it's like we're so wired to living life a certain way. But then miracles only can happen if we go into that frequency of expecting miracles. The way we are going to manifest amazing things is by breaking out of that 3D, usual 3D self or the way of thinking. So that's what it is. Like you really have to like work towards bringing the 5D to this earth or this level, or that consciousness into being or into our reality. And there's more and more people waking up, so that's going to be, it's going to happen very soon. So what they said was for the twin flames, I'm going to give you the message, the common messages. They said like don't be disheartened if you're not with your twin flame. Like the union, if you're really a true twin flame, the union will come about. It's a matter of the divine feminine being in her true powerful essence. So the more work that you do, the more powerful that you become, the more you master things, the more that your energy will draw your masculine towards you. The more you are in a balance, the more you will draw him towards you. It's just like that power of the divine feminine is what's going to restore the balance between the divine, like divine masculine and divine feminine. It's like the power of the feminine. That's what they said. So that's one of the things. And yeah, I told you guys the upgrades are available. Whatever it's like whatever is good for you, your higher self will help you get it. There's a lot of wisdom. The only constant in this universe is change. So I'm not going to be like, oh, this is definitely set, but shit is going to go down. So do not be one of the people who's going to be running around like a headless chicken, but really focus, listen to your guidance, master yourself, come into a sense of self-discipline so you can meditate and work on your chakras, because different chakras give you different abilities, psychic abilities. So work on different things, whatever the way you do it. No two people are the same. So we all have unique ways of working on things, So just trust, do it, try it, and don't slack off, I guess. But there's nothing to worry, because we're gonna be dragged by our color if we're not in that place where we're supposed to be. So I guess we're all where we're supposed to be. So that's the message I want to give you. And the last message my guides are telling me, my higher self and my divine masculine's higher self, they're saying don't forget to have fun, just to let loose, because laughter is really good for you. And like when I talk with the Sirius Blu-ray beings from the Sirius constellation, it's always that hilarious. We're always laughing. When I talk to my guides, we're always laughing. Yesterday's session, they were just joking around and we were just laughing, and they were giving us like funny symbols and messages. It's always that lightheartedness that I love about beings from Sirius. Like, they're really good at their job and they do everything really well, but at the same time they always remind us to have fun, remind me to have fun too, because I used to have more fun, but now I'm just like, am I doing the wrong thing? Is it okay to do this? So they are always reminding me to just have fun, relax and rest when you have to, and really remember that this is not about like putting too much pressure on yourself, but just a matter of being in that joy and in that love, and being an example to others. That's one of the things that just reminded me, being an example to others through the way you live your life. And that's what they say, said walk your talk or something like that. Is that how you say it? I don't know. But yeah, so that is the message I wanted to give you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and please do share this video with your friends, and share with the rest of the 144,000, because we are about to do some great work. And it's always nice to hear from you guys, so leave comments below. I will talk to you next time. This is Madhu from AdiYogiAyurveda.